wearing the black tops with the white pants and red trim. And we are underway from Salt Lake City. Kyle Folks will take a knee. It'll come out to the... Fakes the handoff to Moss. Quickly swings it out to the near side. And that's grabbed by Nacua. Samson Nacua. Troy McCormick comes in now as the back. He motions towards the line. Breaks through that line. Here's Huntley rolling right. Throws. He's got a man wide open. Caught at the San Jose State 40 by Darren Carrington. And he scoots.
The receiver coming on a little wheel route, and San Jose totally misses him and let him go. Had that been
after that catch by Carrington, they hand off, and this is Moss. First carry, he swarmed under Will Osai, starting officially a loss of 1 on that last. So second down and 11. Huntley in the air and on the slant, off the hands of Raylan Singleton at the 30, incomplete. San Jose State 40. Then McCormick motions towards the line. Huntley looks across the middle, caught right near the marker, should have the first down. Carrington covered by Ethan Aguayo. And that will be a first down, a gain of 11.
Darren Carrington, you're going to see him come in from the right of the screen. And just a little curl route, a hitch route, and it's an easy pitch and catch.
So after the pickup on 3rd and long, a first down, and Huntley has plenty of time, but now dumps it off to the far side to Moss out of the backfield. Broke a tackle, gets inside the 10. Troy Taylor, the new offensive coordinator this year for the Utes. There's a handoff to Moss. He's met by Osai.
Aguayo, pretty good group.
Huntley on the option, keeps, turns it upfield. He is stopped at about the 3. Ethan Aguayo from the 3. Huntley fires to the end zone, well defended. Single
Ute squad, just great coverage on this. You see Huntley looking to his left and then comes back to the right, but the coverage.
New place kicker Matt Gay. He stays perfect on the season, 8 for 8.
Coach Whittingham said it was plain as it could be. He beat him out.
Huntley to throw on first down. He had Nacua wide open, and the back Moss in the slot near the top of the screen. It's that short pass. There is a flag down. It's a loss of 3.
I think Langlois was offside.
Offside. Defense, number 67. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Tonight, and that's going to hurt them.
Huntley looking near side, finds Carrington along the sideline. Still fighting, pushes his way. He'll have a first. Thanks. Here's Moss running left, trying to turn that corner. Stumbled as McCormick comes in as the back. Huntley looking his way, finds McCormick. Coming to near side, uses a stiff arm. He's inside the 30, near the marker.
He's accelerated that learning curve.
Gibbons to Moss. They've converted 2 of 3 so far this year. Keep it in the hands of Huntley. Kicking it outside. Racing towards the sideline. Inside the 10. Runs out of bounds. A flag, though, back near the line of scrimmage.
Line that's busting outside.
Holding. Offense, number 79. 10-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
Coming back.
Yeah, right guard, you can see they had hands to the face on him. That penalty could have gone either way, really.
They haven't seen any bad snaps. Utah in a position of the field where they can't afford one here. It's Huntley handing off to Moss. He breaks through a crease across the 10, gives them some breathing room up to the... Huntley pulls it down. He's going to run with it. Lost the football, and it's recovered by San Jose State.
He says he...
With the Utes, let's take another look. Oh, that ball's coming out.
That ball's out, and I don't see anything hitting the ground till now.
That should be a fumble.
They should bring that back. Also, Will Osai at the bottom of that play helping things out, but it was Amenetti.
Prior to the ball coming loose, the previous play is under further review.
And it's recovered by Aguayo after it was punched out by Amenetti. And that's the important part here, Ray, because there's an immediate San Jose State recovery. So it certainly seems like we have seen indisputable evidence to overturn the call on the field here, and it should be Spartan football.
Without a doubt in my mind. Now, the question does the replay official, Matt Sumstein, agree with us? And he's looking at it right now. But to me, there was no part
After further review, the ball was loose prior to the ball becoming dead. It will belong to San Jose State. First down at the 15-yard line.
Kyle Fulks watches it bounce through the end line. Let's check in with the studio and see what's going on with Chris. They still are the defending champs. Here's McCormick. Picks up close to 4 or 5 on first.
If they either of them knew who had the ball there for a minute. See, Huntley, he's like, I'm not sure I want to give it to you. And McCormick says, yeah, I was going to switch to receiver. Started doing so in camp, and then they needed him at running back.
Huntley was about ready to let it go, pulled it down, and he's sacked back at the 20 by Ethan Aguayo.
Aguayo make.
Huntley steps up, gets tripped up at the 18. Gunowski, arguably best punter in the nation. Utes fans would say no arguing about it. Last year's Ray Guy Award winner, the fair catch taken at the
34 consecutive. They miss him tonight.
Here's the flea flicker. Moss back to Huntley. But well defended and broken up. Deep drop. Huntley sets up the screen. But Moss quickly swarmed under. Ethan Aguayo, he's already adding to that total.
Yeah, a little advantage. They played an extra game.
There's a pass across the middle looking for Carrington. For Gay, who's trying to hit his third of the night.
Yeah, chip shot for him.
He's got the leg, and that one is true and through at the 43 of the Spartans. Moss got a pretty good head of steam, but is hit by Jamal Scott.
Doing that.
Huntley keeps it. Breaks one tackle inside the 20, and he'll have a first down at the 16. Run down by Frank Ginda.
Oh, what a great. And that's where they're not as deep, and they get tired, and they've had problems in the second and fourth quarters.
Huntley hit as he throws, just throws it out. He was being chased by Jamal Scott.
Holding. Defense, number 3. Penalty will be half the distance to the goal and result in.
If you're good, you're up around 70%, and they're at 33.
McCormick to the edge. Cannot turn that corner. Thanks to William.
That's why they've gone to bubble screens and other things to get the perimeter game going.
Looking for Carrington. He has it to the pylon. Touchdown. Second touchdown catch of the year.
Because Jermaine Kelly, he probably should have picked this off. You see him flash in front and just a split second late and not being able to get the football. Teams performer, a punt returner for a couple years, finally worked his way into the starting lineup this year, his senior season.
Huntley shakes off one tackle, gets up near the 20.
But they just can't afford to lose him to an injury for a meaningless yard.
Here's Huntley, and he avoids most of that hit. Jamal Scott
gives you in terms of read because they do so much zone read stuff.
Here comes the reverse. Fulks turned it upfield inside the 20 to about the 19. Frank at Carrington at the bottom of the screen. Instead, he goes up top to Nakua. We'll have a first down at the 11.
Nice block out there by Singleton. Like quarterback draw sometimes and they go empty, but they don't do it.
Back to Nakua. Lost the football as he was sliding out of bounds. Ball hit the pylon, but they're going to mark him out at the 4.
Yeah, I think they're not. See, that ball has got to be in the other hand, and that's what he was trying to do, was switch it to the outside arm to keep it away from that defender, and he lost it when he switched hands.
The ball bounced once inbounds live.
You know what? And it hit.
After further review, prior to the runner stepping out of bounds, the ball was fumbled forward and hit the pylon, which results in a touchback. It'll be San Jose's ball, first down at the 20.
State.
Got Carrington down in the bottom, one-on-one.
Huntley lets it fly and throws it out of bounds. Being chased just north of Miami. Moss running between the tackles and moving that pile to within a couple of yards of the first down.
Shoulder square, He can run people over.
Huntley keeps, breaks a tackle, has the first down up to the 25-yard line. Tripped up by
See his numbers for the evening.
Huntley, dumps it down to Moss. Loses his feet at about the 20. In whistled at the snap.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still second.
Problem for this football team here early on. You see the running backs moving up into that A gap. Now they changed it. He's moving to the tight end slot.
Huntley towards the end zone. Carrington, touchdown, his second of the night. There is a flag back.
And here it is. Huntley handles that little bit of a low snap, stares it down, throws it up. Carrington's where he's supposed to be, and it's 23-3.
After the Carrizosa 62-yard punt, 43-yard return for Hobbs. Quick catch, spin, and a run. Carrington inside the 25, down to the 22. This guy has got it all working tonight.
This is not that he's able to get right there. You see he's reading and looking down the field to determine whether he hands off.
First down at the 22 of the Spartans. Huntley may think he has a free play here, but he's being pursued and then just gets out of the pocket and throws it away.
That was an odd start.
Huntley fires to the far side. The catch, first of the night for Cioce Wilson. Sasha
makes me feel a little old to see his son out there.
Fake the handoff to Moss and then hard Huntley by McKnight.
Ooh, that's not the old dog. So excited and enthusiastic and positive about everything. That was a enjoyable conversation.
Moss reaches it across the goal line and a touchdown. 6-yard TD run.
And that was right up the gut, and that's where they get it done with Moss. He keeps them shoulders squared. He can bring it to you.
On the field, the ball across the goal line prior to coming loose. It is a touchdown.
All right, let's see what happens here. He lowers the head, makes the hits, and then he has the presence of mind, knowing where he is, sticks that ball out, and clearly crosses the goal line before anything goes down. So no knees touch the ground, no elbows, nothing. That's touchdown right there.
No doubt.
Pounded that one too.
Yeah, both sides.
I think he got the job, was his emphasis on running the football, because if you know anything about Utah football, you know Coach Whittingham wants to run it.
Looking for Carrington, and the interception for San Jose State.
Between the 2 and the 3 of Bierria. Here he is down here. You see his reaction.
I don't think he saw him.
You don't think that Huntley saw him?
Correct.
I agree. Otherwise,
yeah.
San Jose State has done a nice job of kind of cutting down his completion percentage tonight.
Nakua breaks a tackle, then hit at the 35. Does have a first down, pickup of 11 out to the 30 at their disposal, but trying to wind down and give it to Moss between the tackles, close to the 40. Stop by.
With Huntley in terms of, I don't know, throwing the football down the field necessarily, he just didn't have the same close, just a few yards behind.
Sling it out to Nakua, lunging near the marker. He may be just a bit short, so let's send it down below to Alex.
Continue in the second half.
Yeah, definitely, Alex. That was a spark for them late in the half. Here Huntley keeps it himself on 3rd and short, and we'll have the first down to the 35. From their 35. Huntley, inside pitch to McCormick to the edge, gets a block from Wilson, pushed out by Jermaine Kelly at about the 43.
And the freshman Ricky Leong-Wai took his position.
Moss with a run into San Jose State territory up to the 46.
Utes usurping Huntley for the first time in a game this year.
Huntley looked towards McCormick, throws kind of a wounded duck towards Nakua.
This did not have a lot of zip on it. Maybe the contact early, but it was a float-up. Yeah, you know what? His wrist got twisted at the end and put.
swings it out of the backfield to Moss. Gains close to 7 to the 39.
This back is going to go deep, and then the other back will go over here. And look how open the first back is down the sideline. That's McCormick. Oh, if he throws the ball there, that's going to be 6 points. He just didn't have the patience and dumped it out.
Low snap. Huntley directed traffic. Now looks like he wants to run with it, kind of leaning forward, nowhere close to the marker. Ginda. That bounces to Wisnowski. Now he's going to take off.
He kicked it left-footed.
He's from Australia, and he got inside the 15.
They got to put that one in.
I tell you what, had hit not, they had downed it at the 2.
Just his poise and presence of mind to realize that thing was going to get blocked and he was going to get creamed if he did try to kick it. And he works it outside, and then he kicks it left-footed. And look at how close that is to being in bounds. I think just maybe the laces were out of bounds or something, but it bounces back in. They down it inside the.
Utah leading San Jose State 30-13. Here comes the Utah offense. A quick connection from Huntley to Damari. Alex thinks, boy, I tell you what, the Spartans can't handle much more in that injury bug. Boy, there was a short, fast pitch.
To be a little rough. Here's that pitch again, and you're right. There's a thing called pitch relationship. I was an old Veer, was too close.
For those of you who don't know the Veer, you can watch some of the academy teams or Google that. Simpkins with another catch, so his high school teammate Huntley targets him again.
Done a pretty good job stopping the run. And they seemingly have found a way to take Carrington out of the ball game.
There's Carrington up top. Play clock down to 4. Huntley drops back, looking for Carrington, taking a shot. A flag at the 20. Jermaine Kelly had the coverage.
Defense number 3. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot results in an automatic first down.
You see Kelly, hand on the shoulder, obviously impeding the receiver before the ball got there.
Gave him a little push as well. Huntley. This is Kyle Folks. And a first down inside the 30.
Good patience by. Does that make him eligible for the Beehive Cup?
Maybe so. Huntley likes to take off with it. Kind of stumbled a bit as he was approaching Asuna. The screen.
No help either.
But the pass goes to Simpkins. Targeting Damari once again. Knocked out by Mar.
Run blocking. And the linebackers see that and they react.
3rd and 1 and no problem for Huntley. As his Utes now 5 of 10 on 3rd down tonight. Huntley riding.
Utah pass.
Went to McCormick for a short. Nope. Pass goes to the end zone, tumbling near
Did he catch
the
that?
boundary. He did catch it, but was he in?
I thought so.
At their own 20. Let's take another peek.
Quick peek at it. He's catching it. Yeah, he laid right out. Gave up the body. Caught it with the hands. Clearly in bounds. Got control of it the whole way.
Yeah, that should stand.
It looked like Josh Love kind of settled in a little bit.
Yeah, what's been your impression of Love, and see if they can recover the onside kick, which is recovered by the Utes with the cover.
Carasoza just slows down, stops, and then gives that little.
I'd say so.
About to go over 300 yards right there, too.
Finds Carrington, who slipped down to a knee.
Double tight ends in the game. Usually means they're going to run it.
Play, by the way, was the first catch of the second half for Carrington, and Huntley eludes pressure. Flag does come down. Able to get back near the line of scrimmage.
It was thrown by.
Holding offense number 79. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Back it up to the 48 is San Jose State. Wide open. Singleton, who had the touchdown catch. See what he can do.
It really is.
In Pac-12 play, which begins with Arizona next week. Huntley keeping it himself that time on 3rd short and has the first down. to the 32. Ginda back in, basically
running with it.
Huntley giving it a long look towards the end zone. Intended receiver Siosi Wilson, well covered by
Samanetti at defensive end.
Huntley once and finds Carrington. First down to the 15.
Carrington's got those magic hands. You see him just snatch. Do that.
Huntley keeps, throws to the edge, and Nacua slipped and fell down. You see the number of guys having issues with footing, and
Nacua, he catches this. He's got something set up in front of him. The blocks are the angles are good. They were being made.
Looks like he's manned up as they blitz. He's going to go to Carrington. Touchdown. Huntley saw Carrington manned up, went right to him. 16-yard TD, third of the night for Carrington.
Yeah, Huntley also saw the blitz coming and knew that Carrington was locked up one-on-one. And I know in his heart he doesn't believe anyone can cover his guy one-on-one. He's going there, and there he went.
Carrington in their home opener a few weeks ago. He's got 3 TD catches tonight. Carrington's been magnificent, and Utah opens up the lead to 40. Street teacher has always had an interest in my playing career as well as academically. So he gives a salute to Mrs. Neely at Hollandale High School and a pass.
So there are some nice Neelys out there.
Yeah, there are
good people.
And off. Devontae Henry Cole in the game with his first carry.
Time late in this ball game.
From the empty backfield on 3rd and 6, too high that time for Nacua.
I'm not going to.
Punt for Wisnowski, who punts it with the right foot this time, which is his normal foot. Angles it out of bounds near the 20. Well, you were right. Troy Williams now in the game at quarterback in this series for the Utes. So it looks like we've seen the last of Huntley tonight. Jordan Howard coming back as well.
This is his senior year. He took it hard, but he's hung in there, stuck with the team. Coach Taylor told us that he's done everything you would expect him to do. He's ready.
Williams hands off again to Howard. Near the marker at the 10.
We hit his average.
Williams keeping it and is swarmed under by Osai and out there as well. Seeing some action. That low snap and picked up and handed off.
Was it low or was it just dropped? I didn't think it was that. I think he just dropped it.
Yeah, you're right. It was up here.
It didn't seem to mess the play up too badly. You can't blame that one on the center. They don't snap it.
Just got it off in time. Howard powers to about the 2.
Like Howard thought about going outside for half a step there, and his
lot just to play college football.
Yes.
Williams fade towards the end zone. Thompson was over there. So was Jackson, but one just sailed tonight. And make it 4 for 4.
Neighbors is the Syracuse head coach who kind of groomed him back in their days together at Baylor.
Devontae Henry Cole making the most of his opportunity.
Troy Taylor said, I'll run him as much as I have to. If it only takes 2, it'll only be 2. And I said, I don't think it'll only take sense. Get out of bounds when it makes sense. And those are things that Huntley, frankly, was not doing.
Henry Cole ran into the blocking help, but still makes it all the way to the 10. It'll be 1st and goal. He's got a motor. 16-yard gain. Watch this.
He's like, you need help with that block. Boom.
Right into Damari Simpkins after he released.
Try not to.
Henry Cole may have other thoughts on that, Ray.
Yeah.
And he says, you know what?
He says, I'm going to put one in.
I don't want to see my name in the paper tomorrow, Ray Bentley. 10-yard touchdown run. Devontae Henry Cole.
You know, to me, this is when teams really have a great chance to come together. Late in the ball game, when you get guys who don't normally contribute and they're able to make plays, and you see that how happy they are for them. And that to me brings everybody together.